The 2013 Lincoln Center, a modern penny with hidden value. Hey there, fellow treasure hunters, coin curious, and anyone who's ever dared to dream that a humble penny could be worth more than its face value. Welcome back to Coin Quest. I'm your host, and today, we're setting our sights on a coin that many of you probably have rattling around in your pockets or purses right now, the 2013 Lincoln Center. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, a 2013 penny that's barely old enough to vote. Can it really be worth anything significant? And to be fair, for the vast majority of the billions of 2013 pennies minted, the answer is a straightforward 1 cent. However, as we've learned time and again in the fascinating world of numismatics, even modern coinage can hold incredible secrets and surprising value. Just like finding a rare gemstone in a pile of ordinary rocks, certain 2013 pennies possess unique characteristics, often tiny, often overlooked, that can elevate their worth from a single cent to hundreds, and in some extraordinary cases, even thousands of dollars. So, if you're ready to turn your everyday change into potential treasure, stick with me. We're going to dive deep into the story of the 2013 Lincoln Center, uncover what makes some of these coins so special, reveal the telltale signs of a valuable error, and yes, we'll even explore some jaw-dropping auction results that might just inspire you to start scrutinizing every 2013 penny you encounter. Let's begin with a quick overview of our subject. The 2013 Lincoln Center, much like its counterparts from 2010 onwards, features the familiar Union Shield design on its reverse side. This design was introduced in 2010, succeeding the four commemorative designs of 2009 that honored Abraham Lincoln's bicentennial and the cents centennial. The shield proudly displays 13 vertical stripes, symbolizing the original 13 colonies, surmounted by a horizontal banner inscribed with the timeless motto, E pluribus unum. On the obverse, or head side, we find the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner way back in 1909. It's a design that has truly stood the test of time and remains one of the most recognizable coin portraits in US history. So, you've got this perfectly normal-looking 2013 penny. It feels like a penny, it smells like a penny. Well, maybe not, but how do you transform it into something extraordinary? The magic, my friends, often lies in the imperfections, the subtle varieties and errors that occur during the minting process. The most sought-after and potentially valuable characteristic you'll be looking for on a 2013 penny is what collectors refer to as a doubled die obverse, or DDO. Now, don't confuse this with simple machine doubling, which is common and adds no value. A true doubled die is a much more significant and desirable error. It occurs when the working die, which imprints the design onto the coin blank or planchette, receives multiple, slightly misaligned impressions from the hub during its creation. This results in a distinct, often subtle, doubling of certain design elements on the coin itself. For the 2013 DDO, collectors are primarily hunting for evidence of doubling on the date, particularly the 2013, and on the lettering in Liberty and the national motto, "In God We Trust." This doubling isn't always obvious to the naked eye, it often manifests as a slight widening, a thickening, or even a ghostly, secondary outline of the letters and numbers. This is where your detective skills, and a good magnifying tool, come into play. As you can clearly see in these detailed macro shots, the doubling on a genuine 2013 DDO is distinct. Notice the separation or the pronounced secondary image on the 2013 of the date. Look closely at "In God We Trust," the letters appear to have a clear, almost shadowed duplicate. This isn't just a blurred strike, it's a structural anomaly in the die itself. Beyond the doubled die obverse, Other mint errors can also turn a common cent into a collector's prize. These can include off-center strikes, where the coin blank isn't perfectly centered when struck by the dies, resulting in part of the design being cut off. Die cracks, fractures in the coin die that transfer raised lines onto the struck coins. Struck-through errors occur when a foreign object like grease, cloth, or even another piece of metal gets between the die and the planchette, preventing part of the design from being fully imprinted. Broad strikes, coins struck without the retaining collar, causing the metal to spread out beyond the normal diameter. So, you've got your magnifying glass, you're staring intently at your 2013 penny. How do you confirm if you've found a genuinely valuable error and not just some common wear and tear or post-mint damage? Tip 1, arm yourself with magnification. A 10x power jeweler's loupe or a strong magnifying glass is your best friend here. You can't rely on your naked eye for these subtle distinctions. Tip 2, know what to look for. Focus specifically on the areas we discussed: the date, liberty, and in God we trust. You're searching for a clear, duplicated outline or separation, not just a fuzzy or smeared appearance. Machine doubling will typically show as a shelf-like, flat extension of the design, whereas true doubled dies exhibit a distinct, separate image. Tip 3, check the mint mark. The 2013 Lincoln Center was produced at both the Philadelphia Mint, which means no mint mark visible below the date, and the Denver Mint, indicated by a D mint mark. Valuable errors can originate from either facility, so check all your pennies regardless of the mint. Once you've identified a potential error, the next critical factor for determining its value is its condition, or grade. For modern coins, especially ones from just over a decade ago, condition is absolutely paramount. A truly rare error on a coin that's been heavily circulated, scratched, or damaged will still hold some premium, but nothing compared to a coin in pristine, mint state condition. Professional coin grading services, such as PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, evaluate coins on a standardized scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect coin. A coin graded MS67 or MS68 mint state, with very few or almost no imperfections with a significant error, will command exponentially higher prices than an identical error on a coin graded, say, 050 about uncirculated or lower. And this brings us to the most exciting part for many of you, the auction results. You might be genuinely astonished at what some of these seemingly ordinary 2013 pennies have achieved on the open market. Auction Showcase 1, the strong DDO. Let's talk about a documented 2013 P Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark Lincoln Cent with a prominent doubled die obverse. A coin like this, particularly if it's been professionally graded in a high mint state, say an MS67 red, can easily command prices in the mid to high hundreds of dollars. We've seen these specific DDO varieties, when perfectly preserved, sell for $500, $700, or even more at major numismatic auctions and specialized online sales. The red designation means the coin retains almost all of its original copper luster, which is highly desirable for copper coins. Auction Showcase 2, the elusive varieties and top grades. Now, for the truly extraordinary finds. Some DDO varieties are rarer than others, perhaps because fewer were produced or fewer have been discovered in top grades. Imagine a 2013 D Denver Mint Lincoln Cent with an exceptionally strong and well-documented doubled die obverse, graded an astonishing MS68 red by a top-tier service. These are the holy grails for modern error collectors. While less common, such a coin could easily break the 1,000 mark, potentially even reaching 1,500 or higher depending on the specific variety's rarity and the intensity of the doubling. These are usually found in original mint rolls or bags, never having seen circulation. It's not exclusively about doubled dies, either. Any significant, clear, and well-preserved mint error, a dramatic off-center strike, a retained cut, a piece of the die that broke off and got struck into the coin, or a major struck-through error, can significantly increase the value of a 2013 cent, especially if it's found in high grade. So, what's the ultimate message here? The 2013 Lincoln Center, despite its youth, is a coin that absolutely deserves a second look. While the vast majority are worth just a penny, those few, rare error coins represent genuine numismatic treasures. The thrill of the hunt, the potential for discovery, it's all part of what makes coin collecting such an exciting hobby, even with modern coinage. The next time you receive a 2013 penny in your change, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment, grab a magnifier, and inspect it closely. You just might be holding a modern rarity, a piece of minting history, and a surprising financial windfall. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Coin Quest. If you found this video insightful and inspiring, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating coin deep dives, and share your own penny hunting stories in the comments below. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pockets be full of valuable finds.